Crafty Peeps, it's Megan from Cluttered Crafter, and today's video I had to make these glassine bags. They're not gonna be like this, I don't have pattern paper, but this is what a glassine bag, this is a paper bag from Dollar Store, but they're similar to this. So I'll just open these ones so you can see what they look like. I got this from the Dollar Store, and it's just like a little paper treat bag. There's no gusset, I think is what they're called. And you can get them different patterns or anything. I use wax paper, and I'm using mine to package embellishments, and I just got it tied up with some twine. And then a lot of people use parchment paper, but I didn't have any, and I couldn't find any at the Dollar Store, but I found wax paper, and I have used wax paper before. Don't think okay, yeah, here are some that I made beforehand. So it's just a little goodie bag. So I'm going to make them to fit. I made these hair elastics with fold over ribbon and or fold over elastic. And I'm going to make the baggies fit this. So pull out, there's a shiny side and like a non-shiny side. So it's up to you if you, what side you want facing out. Doesn't really bother me. So I pull out so much of it, and then I lay down what I'm making, and I'm actually going to move the ends like that so they're not sticking. And then what I do just rip that off, and it's enough room top and bottom to fold the bottom up and still have room to like fold it down to close it off. And now what I do is I move it more towards the center, and I fold this over to almost halfway of the packaging. And I'm going to crease that and crease this side down. And now I'm going to fold. I don't put it right on the edge because I don't want it to be like a really snug fit, because then it might rip and be out. It's also a little dimensional with the ends, so I want to be enough room that this will slide in without ripping paper. And now I fold this over. It's not touching the end of the elastic. And now for the excess, I just fold it back, and I make sure that it's still overlapping the other piece. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. It's overlapping this side, so that way we can still adhere that down. And now I'm going to take my scissors and cut along this here, this crease. Now you can use a paper trimmer, but your scissors easily glide along the parchment paper or the wax paper. At least it's supposed to. There, it easily glides. Okay. Now, before we glue it together, you're going to want to take the bottom and fold up. I don't do any measurements, I just eyeball. There's still lots of room for this to fold in. I might even actually trim like an inch of this off. So make sure that's good and creased, and you're going to open it back up, and then you're going to cut this square off, or rectangle, and cut this rectangle off, and you're also going to cut like a little triangle off on the middle rectangle, and that will like make it a little more polished. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's just like how we done the book page library card folders. So I found it easier if you cut the triangle first and then cut off the rectangle. And do the same thing on this side. Doesn't have to be precise because it's going to be the back of the bag. So now when you fold this up, it's going to be more polished looking, and the ends won't be like sticking off the sides. Okay, I'm using my tacky glue. You can use double-sided tape, but it doesn't really stick out that great, I find, at least on wax paper. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the edge here and a little bit on the edge here. Okay. Make sure you can see that. You don't need a lot of glue, and then a little bit on this edge. And just fold. Press it down. And if glue seeps on the edge to the inside, you can just easily wipe that off since it is wax paper, so it will be easy to remove. And then you just want to glue the bottom. Just fold that up. Now it is showing up white right now, but once the glue dries, it's going to be clear. I'll just get this packaging back out. As you can see, it's not white anymore on the back. It's just like a little comparison. Now you will, like, it will be a little more stiff where the glue is, but that's how it usually goes. And that's how you make little glassine paper bags. And actually I will trim that down a little bit. Let's see. I think here will be good enough. Yeah, the glue is still a little wet, so it's a little harder to cut the center at that time. And you can round the corners, but I think the best thing to do where it is a little softer, might tear the pages, to put pieces of scrap paper. Let's see, do I have any? That's a piece of scrap, and that's a piece of scrap. Or actually, just take a piece of scrap paper and fold it, line it up to the edge, and then punch the corner that way. Might be a little too thick to go. Okay, no. And that will help with rounding the corners. Or you can also take those funky scissors once it's dry, where it has like the different edge, so you can get like the scalloped edge or different, like the pointy edge. But I don't have any of those scissors anymore. I got rid of them before I got heavily into crafting, but hopefully I can find some in like thrift stores and that. So that is how you make little glassine bags. I hope you guys, I'll just zoom in so you can see it a little better. Hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, and happy crafting.